Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of What We Eating. And for those of you that are just now tuning in, the show is called What We Eat. The reason why it's called that is because every day I get a call, or as soon as I get home, my husband or my children are saying, Mom, baby, what we eating? What we eating? So that's the name of the show, What We Eat. And today I'm going to make chicken spaghetti, my chicken spaghetti, okay? All right, so let's get started. All right, so I have 2 large chicken breasts that I'm going to wash, and we're going to boil that. I have 3 cans of cream of mushroom soup, pimentos, onion, bell pepper, salt, pepper, and a little of seasoning salt. And I also have cheese that I have not pulled out of the refrigerator yet, but I will get to that too. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this up real quick. Okay, so I already have a package of noodles. They're already boiling and cooking, and they're almost done. So I went ahead and got started on that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and just put my chicken into my water so it can go ahead and start boiling until they're white. And I'm just gonna cover that up. All right, so we're gonna let that cook, and we'll be back. Okay, so while my chicken breast and the noodles are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some bell pepper, some fresh bell pepper. Get that cut up, because that's gonna go in there. Some of those seeds out of there. And I cook with bell pepper all the time. Most of the time. It just makes your dish more flavorful. Okay, so I want to go ahead and chop my onion. Oops. I'm going to cut myself while I'm doing this now. Oh, I should have sharpened my knife a little bit more. Top layer off. And you kind of want to give it a rough chop. And I'll have all the ingredients and everything in the description below too. So I'm just gonna give this a rough little chop. So now I'm going to just take my chicken out, and I'm going to save some of this water because I'm going to put some of that chicken broth into my spaghetti. So I'm just going to save that. And I'm just going to shred up, and I'm just going to use my hand shredder to shred up my chicken. Shred it up, so that's all you gotta do. Try to shred up your big pieces. Chicken is shredded. Okay, so now that the chicken is all shredded, I have my noodles. I place these in a bowl because it's easier to mix up before I put it in my casserole dish. It's just easier that way for me. I don't like to just, you know, it's hard to get your ingredients all mixed together. So I want to go ahead and start just mixing that up some. You can see that chicken in there. It's good. Okay, so I have my cans of cream of mushroom soup. I just want to place that in there. That's 1 can. And I'm going to use 2 cans depending, I can't even talk today. Depending on how the consistency is, I might use the 3rd can, but right now I'm going to use the 2, and then we'll see how that is. Just going to mix that up. Okay, so I am going to use that 3rd can because you don't want your spaghetti to be dry. And then I'm gonna use some of that chicken broth too. Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna use the 3rd can, and like I said, depending on how big or how much chicken spaghetti you're making, like I said, y'all know I have a big family, so, and everybody in here can eat. I think that's good right there. Okay, so now I have a tablespoon salt, pepper, and a teaspoon of Lawry's seasoning salt. I'm just gonna get that mixed up in there too. And I'm gonna get that mixed up. I'm gonna go ahead and add, I don't know if I wanna add all that. A little bit of bell pepper and onion. I'm just gonna, and we'll get that mixed up. Okay, so I had to get the man strength to open up my pimentos. And I'm just gonna pour that whole 4 ounce jar in here. How colorful that is. So you wanna get that mixed up. It's on my spoon. That's what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna get another spoon real quick because I'm not liking how that spoon is doing. Okay, so just get that mixed up. And you want to taste your food. If it's not enough salt or something, then just by all means add a little more salt to your liking, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of this chicken broth. Just the broth that I boiled my chicken. And see, and using a bowl, it just makes it up so much easier. Okay, so I'm gonna get a cup of chicken broth. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of that chicken broth. It's about 3/4 cups. I'm just gonna pour that in there. You don't have to use all of it. Stir it up, and if it's the way you like it, then that's fine. If not, add a little bit more. Yeah, see, I think that's just right, because I do not want it dry. Okay, go ahead and add that. 1/4 cup. Okay. Now I have my shredded cheese, and I'm just gonna add half of this. It's about 2 cups. Add half of that in there. And if you want to add more, by all means add more. Just mix it all up just like this. And also you want to make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees because you're going to cook this for about 45 minutes. Okay, so everything is all mixed up. So I just want to place this in my casserole dish, my baking dish, whatever you want to call it. Just place that in there. All right, so just make sure you kind of spread it out some. And then you want to top it off with some cheese. And you're going to place this in your oven for about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, it depends. Get that spread it on there real good. Okay. All right. In the 350 degree oven it goes. I like mine cheesy. You don't have to add as much, but it's how we like it. All right, y'all. So the chicken spaghetti has been in the oven for about 45 minutes. And I'm just gonna put some on a plate here so y'all can see how good and juicy and tender this is. It's not dried out or anything like that. It's just what you need. And that just looks so good. Tasty, flavorful. And I'm just gonna garnish it up a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little. Add a little bit of color to that. All right, and there you guys have it. Chicken spaghetti, my chicken spaghetti. I want to thank you guys, like, subscribe, and until next time on What We Eating. Bye.